and it's going to be a really interesting event. Mr. Brad Rogers, Sheriff Brad Rogers, he defended an Amish dairy farmer in his area up there in Elkhart, Indiana, and it'll be an important event for people to hear. They really need to know what the powers of a county sheriff are to protecting people's rights.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those dairy farmers who was nailed down for selling unpasteurized milk or something ridiculous.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the
Yeah.
FDA and Department of Justice came in and tried to hammer him.
Yeah, we're going to protect you from yourselves.
Exactly.
That's the mentality. Well, I'll tell you what. The other thing is, and I meant to ask you about this. Are you a member of Oath Keepers?
Yes, sir, I am.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
I heartily support that group. And for those of you who don't know, you can go to oathkeepers.org. Oath Keepers is a group that is dedicated to law enforcement and military. And you have to be a law enforcement or military member to be, or participant to be a member. And basically, their oath is that they will uphold the Constitution, irrespective of what the federal government tries to shove down our throats, or state government for that matter. And so that's a great organization. If you want to educate yourself, folks, about what law enforcement's power is, there's one way to do it. You should go to oathkeepers.org. It's a very, very good organization. You can support them, but I don't think you can become a member unless you're actually law enforcement or military. So you're running for sheriff. Your website is kevinjotz.com. That's Jotz, folks. KEVINJOTZ.com. And you can jump onto Kevin's website and learn a little bit more about the platform that he's running on, how you might be able to support his campaign. You've all heard me say it many, many times. If you are interested in what's going on, then you got to get involved. And one way to get involved is volunteer. I mean, I don't care whether you put a sign up in your yard, or you lick stamps, or you stuff envelopes, or you make robocalls, or you just show up and support the guy. Pick somebody that you like. Pick somebody that you believe in. Make sure that he or she has got your focus in mind, and then participate. Because if you're not participant, then you can't whine.
Yes, sir.
So you got to be in it to win it. Remember that phrase from New Jersey?
No, yes, sir. And your vote is your voice.
That used to be a lottery phrase in New Jersey. You got to be in it to win it, right? But it's true, and it holds true. Nobody knows that out here, by the way, Kevin. So I use it all the time for politics because nobody has heard that out here. But you got to be in it to win it, folks. And if you're not going to be involved in our republic, not our democracy, if you're not going to be involved in our republic, then
thank you for saying that. Yes.
Quit whining and stop taking checks. So, Kevin, I'd love to have you back onto the show. If I know you said you had an appointment or something this morning. We have to take a break.
If I may, real quick, I'm going to go support another candidate, Don Crowley, who's running for Shannon County Sheriff up in Shannon County. Obviously, he's got an event today in Mountain View. So
okay, great.
Support him today.
Great. Well, listen, we've got a break at the bottom of the hour, and these are hard breaks. If you can stay on, we can run for a few more minutes if you have the time. And that's up to you. I'll leave that to you. But we're going to take a break right now, and we shall be right back.
The name Grapevine Wine Shop is kind of misleading because while we do have...
Are you there?
Michael, I really have to go. Is that okay?
Yeah, by all means. Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to have you back on, though. So,
yes, sir. I have a lot of other points I'd like to go over with you.
Absolutely.
If you're interested, or
now listen, we do this show every Saturday, and so if we don't have another guest on that is kind of I don't like to interrupt somebody else and have them lose their time. But if we don't have another guest on, by all means, feel free. I mean, if you're a listener. Pick up the dime and put, drop the dime in the box and give us a call. We'd love to hear from you, and you're welcome to call in anytime. And just make sure that you tell the producer when you call in. It's Kevin Jotz. I'm running for sheriff in Oregon County, and then he'll make sure that you get on right away.
Great. Thank you so much, Michael.
Thank you very much for coming on with us this morning. We appreciate it.
No, I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you, sir.
All right, that's great.
Take care, sir.
I'm not sure if we still have Dirk on the line either. Is he still on the line? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. Thank you again, Kevin. All right, have a great weekend.
You also. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
youth vote.
Oh, well.
You know why?
Why?
Because he's going to make the deputies actually be out.
Well, that's true, I guess. You know? I just jumped on his website. He looks like a Joyzy guy. Wow, I like that. You know what's the first thing that pops up at the top of his site?
What?
Hold me accountable. We're coming back up. Mr. Producer's getting all funky with the music today on me. He's playing all this weird stuff.
He's going to get jiggy here in a little bit.
We love to get jiggy with it, folks.
Did you happen to see that news clip from France?
Which one? They're coming out like wildfire. They're about to be broke. They just elected a socialist president.
They were interviewing Will Smith.
Oh, yes. And he found out he was going to have to pay 75% in taxes if he moved to France.
And boy, I mean, he just looked like he tried to eat the south end of a northbound horse.
Absolutely. He looked like he just swallowed a fly when they told him that. And he didn't even know what to say. He was all stunned and stuff. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the guest we just had on, Kevin Jotz, he's running for Oregon County Sheriff. His website, by the way, is interesting. It's Kevin, JOTZ.com. KEVINJOTZ.com. He's running for Oregon County Sheriff. And I'll tell you, the first thing that popped up when I opened his website, and I really, really like it. This is his catchphrase or his slogan, and I like it. Hold me accountable. Wow. When do we ever hear? Who ever says in government, hold me accountable? Now, I don't know the guy from Adam. He may not mean it, but he sure sounds sincere to me. And I can tell you this, that's the kind of people we need to run for office around here. And I don't care what the office is, whether it's sheriff or, whether it's for, local, state, city, government, federal government, doesn't make any difference. We need people who are willing to say, I want you to hold me accountable. And not just meaningless, mealy-mouthed, isms like we heard from Obama. He's going to have the most, transparent administration in history. Yeah, my goodness. If that's transparency, and my name is John Paul the Pope. So, anyway, Kevin Jotz was on, Oregon County Sheriff. We'll have him back on again. If you want to, learn something about his campaign, folks, go to kevinjotz.com. Later on this morning, we have two other guests coming on. We have Shane Scholler, who will be running for Secretary of State in Missouri against Robin Carnahan. Thank you. And he'll be coming on in the 8 to 9 o'clock hour. And then in between that,